Hey everyone, welcome to another webisode of Galui's Mood Food. I'm Julius and Paul is at the helm with the camera. Today we're going to be making you another baccalà dish. This is a baccalà stew and it's off the hook. And for everybody that's seen our episode of our Bonatelle baccalà, this is the same thing. Baccalà is just a salt-cured cod or whitefish. And we've soaked our baccalà for about 2 days for this dish. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a stew out of it, actually, with tomato broth, and with some potatoes and baccalà. And of course, here's the star of the show, our baccalà. We've cut it into pieces, and this is pretty much going to break down. But we've soaked this for a couple days. We got some beautiful potatoes that we're going to take the skin off of, about 3 or 4 nice sized Yukon Gold potatoes. We got about 2 cups of a tomato vegetable juice. You can use any kind you like. But that, we've got in our blender, we've got a can of fire roasted garlic tomatoes, and we've added 2 about medium sized vine grown tomatoes. We added to it. We're going to mince this up, put this in. We've also going to add some garlic powder, some onion powder, some pepper. We're not going to add salt right now because the baccalà is still a little salty, so we're going to wait till it cooks. You can add salt afterwards as to taste. Oregano, rosemary, and thyme. We're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of each, and about 1/2 teaspoon of our dried Italian sweet basil, and some chopped onions. These are dehydrated onions. We're going to put these in. We're going to let them rehydrate, and of course a couple bay leaves. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get this cooking. We're going to get on a boil. I'm going to add my tomato vegetable juice, which is about 2 cups. And I'm going to plug this bad boy in right here. And we're going to pulse this. That should be good enough. You don't want it to be you want a little chunky, not too chunky though. And we're going to unplug it. Always unplug it because you don't want this puppy going off and spraying you and painting your kitchen in tomatoes here. So we're going to add this to it. And along with all our other goodies. So while I'm adding all this stuff, you stick around. I'm going to add all our ingredients, our dry goods, and we're going to let this cook for about 15-20 minutes till everything starts to hydrate. Then we're going to add our fish. You stick around. This is baccalà stew. This is off the hook. It's another great dish you're going to love. Galui's Mood Food. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back. This has been cooking for, got it on a nice boil, maybe about 5 minutes. And to now, we're going to add about 1/2 cup of chicken stock just to thin it out a little bit. We're going to get our 1/2 cup of chicken stock in there. We're going to stir this up. And while this is cooking, this is going to take about, like I said, about 15-20 minutes to get all the ingredients married and to rehydrate those onions and everything. You got to make everybody happy in the pot. So I started. We're going to skin some potatoes. I already started them. You want them about bite size. I cut a few here just to show you. You want them about bite size. You don't want them too big. You don't want them too small. Okay. We're going to put these in water so they don't get brown. I'm going to finish doing the rest of these. We're going to do about 3 to 4 potatoes. We're going to do 3 because they're kind of pretty big. So I'm going to finish peeling these, cutting them up, and we'll be back. By that time, these should be getting ready to add the fish to it, the baccalà. We're going to let that cook for about 15 minutes. And then the fish gets all married in there with all those flavors and all that beautiful salt from the fish. And the fish flavor gets in with all that beautiful broth. Then we're going to add our potatoes. This is off the hook, everyone. It's baccalà stew. You're watching Galui's Mood Food. Stick around now. Hey, we're back. Okay, our
sure.
Sure we are. All our vegetable, tomato vegetable juice and our broth and all the great herbs and everything have been cooking for about 15 minutes. They're all happy in there. They're all mingling. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add our fish and another cup of our tomato vegetable juice. And we're going to have to put it in a bigger pot now because this one just ain't going to cut it. I'll tell you that right now. Woo, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it smells good. So we're going to add this to this. Put that all in. Make sure you get all of that on the edges. That's beautiful stuff. And get that all in there. Okay, I think we got most of it there. Now we're going to add another cup of our tomato vegetable juice. And here comes the star of the show. Again, you want to cut your pieces of your baccalà as so. Now they're going to break down a little bit as this cooks. We're going to cook this about another 15 minutes. I'm going to put all this baccalà in there, and you got probably about 3/4 to a pound of baccalà. You're going to put all that in that beautiful stuff. Oh, one other way. Everybody in the boat. Stir this up. We're going to put a lid on this. We're going to let this cook at a low simmer for about another 15-20 minutes. Then we're going to add our potatoes. So you stick around while this cooks. You're watching Galui's Mood Food. This is baccalà stew. You're going to love it. We do. Okay. Our soup's been cooking for about 15-20 minutes with the baccalà in it now. Time to put in the potatoes. Like I said, we got about 3 nice sized potatoes here. I'm going to put them in. Had them soaking in water so they don't brown. So we're just going to keep this. We're going to kick it up a notch to get these boiling. As soon as the potatoes are done, your soup's done, it's time to eat. So y'all stick around. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Our baccalà soup's done. We started off with our tomato vegetable juice, and we added a little bit of chicken stock, all our herbs and spices. After that cooked up, we added our baccalà, which was almost 3/4 of a pound. And then last but not least, we added our potatoes. We cooked it till the potatoes were done. And this is what it looks like when it's all done with. You get that beautiful taste of the baccalà, the salt, the tomato. This is a beautiful, hearty, delicious soup. And I'm going to try a little bit. Ooh, and it's hot. It is hot. Oh, just the way I remember it. You've been watching another episode of Galui's Mood Food. Thank you very much. I hope we tempted your taste buds. Keep coming back watching our videos, our webisodes. We appreciate it very much. Visit us on YouTube. It's just YouTube/Galui's Mood Food. We appreciate it. We'll see you again next time. Thanks very much.